Hi, how's it going? Sandra? Sorry for terribly mispronouncing your name. Uh, how's your day going? Welcome. Um,
We're doing good. We figured it out now, so that's great.
yeah, for whatever reason, my camera disconnected, and then Chen's computer decided to restart right as I got the camera connected. And now I'm
Yeah, good
seeing
times.
that it's autofocusing again. There we go. Yeah. Um, but we should be good now. Fingers crossed. I know
How
that's
we fix the
famous last week.
autofocus. Yeah, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
I figured out that I can manually focus, but I guess when I restarted my camera, it stopped. It got rid of that. Um,
It went back to auto.
yeah. So for tonight, I was thinking of doing two of the like primary items. So I was gonna do the club, and then afterwards the shield. Um,
Very cool.
yeah, thanks. I had this idea. Um, that's not the right color. To yeah, here's
Ben, please, our brand guidelines.
the manure bag from last week. I had this idea to do a club that's sort of inspired by the Boko Bat in Breath of the Wild, but is even more inspired by the club
Oh,
that
fun.
one of my Dungeons and Dragons characters carries. um, so that's what I'm going to do now. It's you know the game I'm in with Hans. Oh yeah, you're in that game too, Judza. Sorry, the all Tabaxi game with Paul and
Yeah,
Hans and
bash.
Indy. Yeah. So I was thinking I would base this club off of the club that he carries because I really like that design.
That's really exciting. Bash has a good club.
Thanks. So you want to come?
Also, use yourself for reference. I love that. Every artist,
Yeah, yeah,
we should all like use stuff we've already done.
absolutely. I definitely am
Normalize
of
not
the
having to draw things over and over again.
definitely a fan of the work harder, work smarter, not harder idea.
Heck yeah.
Um, so yeah, maybe I'll have these like nubs coming off the side. I don't know. What do you think? Then like a little swirly bit there.
I definitely like the little nubs. It looks a little chicken bony right now.
Well, hopefully that will just be
Oh,
temporary.
that's okay.
Oh, no worries. Your English has been totally fine so far, Sandra. Where are you from?
Yeah. Cool. Poland.
Oh.
Don't mind me if I bend down a lot. I just have a cat circling my feet like a little shark.
Well, Chesh for joining us. That's all I really know how to say. I think it means thank you.
Wow, look at you.
Um, is that right? I'm now Googling it. No. Chesh means something else, doesn't it? I'm so sorry. I used to know Polish better, but
Wow.
it's been a long time since I've used it at all.
When did you know Polish better?
I actually dated someone from Poland for like 2 years, but we broke up a long time ago, like 7 years ago. So it's been a while. Oh, it means hello. Got you.
Hello. So it would be, yeah, hi.
Yeah. Um, so I think I want to add like the sort of like semi asymmetrical vibe that a lot of the wooden things in this game have, just because I think it looks neat. Um,
Yeah,
so
it feels more organic, and I like that.
yeah, that's something I think a lot of the Zelda games do really well is a combination of symmetry and asymmetry, and I think it's it would be cool to embrace that here.
I
And maybe
support that. That's
even
fun.
decorate it. Oh, sorry. Maybe even decorate it with like bones and something. Um, Potato Sandra.
Cool.
That's cool.
Wow, I
Um,
love potatoes.
mhm.
Yeah, definitely give it some like cool ornamental stuff.
Yeah. Let's see.
If I had a club that I was running around bashing things with, I would definitely customize it and make it look pretty.
Yeah, um, maybe I'll add like rather than just make this a pure like bandage wrapping around the wood. Maybe I'll add like a ribbon with like a decorative element at the top and bottom. Um, yeah, and
Yes, I
maybe like
love it.
some teeth and stuff. Yeah, I like the your idea of Barl's Wolf with like skull stuff. I'm thinking maybe like I'll put like a band across here, maybe across like this. Um, that'll have like little things hanging from it, like feathers and teeth and stuff. Um, I don't
Also, hello, Barlswolf. Welcome to the chat.
know. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. How you doing? No, I don't like
Just a little femur.
that. I don't know what the deal is with like a ribbon with triangles on it, but I've been seeing it in everything lately. And you know what? It looks great. It's in like JoJo. There's a recent episode of One Piece that had like a ribbon with triangles on it that looked exactly like this. Fucking Riverdale, which you know I love. Yeah, I don't know. Ribbons with triangles on them
Yeah,
are
Ben
just
loves
in.
Riverdale.
Yeah, yeah. Guilty as charged. It's good. I mean, it's not good. It's terrible, but I love it.
Wow, I'm so delayed.
Oh no. I'm sorry, bud.
That's okay.
No, that actually doesn't really make sense. Maybe the feathers will like.
Also, apologies if you can hear my partner watching anime in the background.
What is Hans watching?
Triangles are the sacred shape. That's a very good point. I don't know what Hans is watching.
Um, oops. Sorry. I was trying to figure out if I could ban this person who sent a spam message in chat, but I have no idea. Ah, there we go.
Ah, message deleted by a moderator.
Oh no. But now I can't.
Ribbons and triangles.
Now I cannot figure out how to go back to chat. I'm stuck with this person's profile in my chat. Sorry, we're new.
Yeah, I would rock some ribbons and triangles. It sounds like a good time. Yeah, we're really new to streaming if you couldn't tell.
Um, there we go.
We're just two little artist friends who thought it would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Deldon.
How's it going?
Just finished dinner. Delightful.
Nice. What'd you have tonight?
Oh, are these going to be little feathers coming off of it?
Yeah, so these are gonna be feathers here, and then I was thinking of doing like a little bone here. Like a chicken bone or something.
That's fun.
Yeah, to look like little charms.
Just some ramen tonight. Sounds pretty good, though. I love bone charms. That's every time I make a druid character, which is the one time I made a druid character.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her a lot of bone charms.
That was a really good design. I liked her like single braid that you had her in.
Thank you.
And then maybe I'll.
It was very like Rapunzel.
Yeah. Hey, Tangled had a good character design. Have you seen that thing going
Yeah, I
around
really
that's
did.
like watch Tangled but skip the first 5 minutes? Because apparently
No.
if you don't watch the first 5 minutes, you don't know until the end that she's like the missing princess and that Mother Gothel kidnapped her and stuff. And someone online posted a video that's like half an hour long telling you why you should watch Tangled without the first 5 minutes. I don't know. Sounds kind of cool.
Spoilers for Tangled, everyone.
Yeah, spoilers for a like 12-year-old film.
Yeah, something that came out 15 years ago, but it's fine.
Hi, Hostos Game Design. Welcome.
TikTok keeps. Hello. TikTok keeps recommending the Tangled TV show, though.
Oh, really? I didn't know there was one.
Apparently, it's like really good, and the animation is really cool. Yeah.
Hmm, that's cool.
Star Wars: The Order of 45236. Yeah, I I feel like that just is like, do you want a really, really long flashback scene? Here you go. I don't want a long flashback scene.
Yeah. Honestly, this is gonna be probably an unpopular opinion. I kind of like the prequels, the Star Wars prequels. Um,
Listen, Padme Amidala,
hmm.
like that's it.
Yeah, they're worth watching for Padme. She's the best part of those movies. Um, yeah,
Oh
well,
man,
dated
she's
effects are fine.
the coolest.
She really is. And okay, I will say the one
Her first of
line
all,
from
yeah,
all
like
of
in the
cinema.
first.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say in the first movie, all the military strategy plans come from her.
Yeah. I was gonna say the one line from like all of cinema that I think about all the fucking time is the one where she's like, "So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause," or whatever it is. It's like that's a good line,
It's so good.
and someone once told me it's a ripoff of some other line from some other thing, and that's fine, I guess. Um,
Yeah, but everything's a ripoff of a ripoff. It doesn't matter. Also, like the costuming for Padme Amidala is
so good.
wild.
Yes. I
Like
so
in the second movie, there's like that sequence where she just goes back to Naboo and like hides.
I know what you mean.
Ugh. And everything she wears is phenomenal.
There we go.
Wow, and then a stiff drink. I like that you specified that. Very good.
I love Rogue One
Yeah,
as well.
everything is a ripoff of everything, which it's fine.
Yeah. It's like that line in Parks and Rec where um, Tom Haverford's like, "My favorite movie is Love Don't Cost a Thing," which is based off of Can't Buy Me Love, which is based off of Kramer versus Kramer or something, which I think is Shakespeare. It's like, he's wrong, but it's just funny. And he's
Yeah,
sort of right. Um, are they big
he's
Star
definitely
Wars
right.
fans? Um, have any of you guys seen the new animated series that everyone is saying is super good? With like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul and stuff? I've heard good things about it.
I didn't watch this.
I think it came out in the last like year or two.
No, not the Clone Wars.
No.
The last. I watched recently like Carrie Fisher's play that she did,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically her talking about her whole life, and it is truly wild. And honestly, I don't know how she was so down to earth as she was.
What happens in it?
Like she talks about the drama of how her mother and father divorced, which is like a very famous like celebrity divorce.
Mm.
And then her mom is dead, or was because they both passed away, but her mom was Debbie Reynolds, who was also like, hugely famous.
Right.
And then she went on to study acting, and like Star Wars was one of the first things she's ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Ever done. And like she just talks about how George Lucas like and the Star Wars company owns her face, which is like very upsetting.
Oof. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That would suck. Yeah.
Yeah, she like brings out a Princess Leia sex doll on stage and is just like, when people tell me to go fuck myself, I can.
Whew. Wow. That must be
I
very
know, right? It's like
stressful.
so much to deal with, and she's like,
Yeah.
therapy's great, and everyone should go to therapy all the time. I want to watch this video of Yoda singing "Seagull Stop It Now," though.
Oh, my old roommate was super into that video. It's pretty good.
Yeah, she does. She's like, very much like, "Hey, man, antidepressants are so great." She's like a very good advocate for mental health and normalizing medications.
It never really occurred to me just how much I use transformation in digital drawings until I'm doing it in front of a bunch of other people. Um, but I definitely advocate if you're an artist and you
Hey
work
everyone,
digitally.
this is my cat.
Aw. uh, I don't know. Transforming works really well for me.
Charles Wolf, I love how much you know about Carrie Fisher.
Why does Prozac make urns?
My cat has no sense of personal space.
This is true.
Oh my god. The urn looks like a
Oh.
big pill. I don't think it's an official product. I love that. I would want my urn to be a really big fruit gusher. Does anyone else have cats? Do they also disrespect your personal space like this?
They probably could sell a lot of Prozac urns.
That's true. All space is their space.
I remember when I was over at your apartment.
My cat jumps down when I say, excuse me. Oh, wow, that's lovely.
I remember when I was over your apartment over the winter. Um, your cats were very mad because I'm extremely allergic to cats. And so Cenza and her partner locked the cats in the bedroom. They were very, very mad. They were trying to get out the whole time I was there.
Yeah. Which, like, oh no, I froze.
Oh, you okay?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like my cat's litter box and food is in there, and also like their beds and their toys. And it's a huge bedroom, so like please don't complain. They're just being little buttheads.
They just really wanted to watch the Sonic movie with us.
I mean, can you blame them though?
Um, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed with the Sonic movie. And I know you loved it, so I'm sorry.
Gasp. How could you say that?
I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. It was fine. It was just fine. Did you did you see
It was
this?
just fine. I will give you that. I think I'm a huge sucker for like.
Sorry, there's a slight delay between us, so
Like when they put the original themes and things, but like they twist them in some way, I'm like, ah.
yeah. Did you see the photos from the new set?
No, I didn't.
Um, yeah, it's like Knuckles and Tails.
The delay is getting even longer, just so you know.
Okay. Let's see if we can solve that real quick. Okay.
We didn't have it last time.
Yeah. If I speak now, is there an echo of my voice?
No.
Cool. It must have been the headphones you had plugged in earlier.
Oh, just kidding. Yep.
Oh no. Wait, mute the Twitch video on your end. Okay. How's that?
I mean, now it's good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it must have been the headphones you had plugged in earlier because whenever I said anything, it would like loop back. But now you've switched to nicer headphones. I'm
That is
guessing.
true. Yes, I borrowed Hans's headphones.
Nice. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this club.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
can react to you,
Oh, go for it.
but I can react to you better but I can see on the stream that we feel delayed. But I think that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks to everyone for putting up with our
Yeah.
very technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, we are definitely beginners. But we appreciate y'all coming out and watching.
Yeah.
If I put a little bow here. No, that looks dumb, doesn't it?
No, I think it's cool. I like the wood grain a lot. It looks very good. And the knobbiness.
Thanks.
I do feel like
Mm-hmm.
it looks a little bit like a ham bone, though.
A ham bone?
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon ham, you know?
Okay. I can fix that.
But I think the easiest way to rectify that would just be to make the cut part like a little more flat and less like it is, and less of like a border around it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The clubs in Breath of the Wild do look a little hammy.
They do look kind of hammy.
What if instead of being cut at the top here, what if instead it was just like round and it had these nubs all the way? So.
Oh my god, sorry, my cat's whiskers are she's really menacingly sitting behind my laptop, so her whiskers are showing up in the camera. So sorry. Hi. The taper is too steep for a natural log.
Yeah. I don't know. That doesn't really bother me. It could be. The handle could have been carved into the wood.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a little exaggerated, Daldon. It's.
Yeah, it's a little exaggerated, like everything else we drew. Maybe putting a little bit of like nick marks.
Yeah.
Into like the handle part.
Totally.
Boca clubs do look like ham hocks. I wish you guys could see the really menacing look my cat is giving me right now. It's really threatening.
Put nicks in the knots too. Sorry if you can hear that motorcycle outside. One of my neighbors rides a motorcycle all the time, and it's very loud.
Neighbor sounds really cool.
Yeah, there's a group of them that hang outside of an old abandoned bodega, which just makes them sound even cooler, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. A motorcycle is also... Oh my goodness, I just saw like a YouTube video of someone on a motorcycle in Breath of the Wild, and how do you get that? That's the coolest thing.
I don't know. I've only seen that
I have
on YouTube.
The DLC. It's at the end of the DLC.
You get that with $20.
Oh. Deldon, will I ever get to this? Deldon gifted me Breath of the Wild and the DLC for my birthday one year, so Is this? Did you gift me this, Delvin? Will I get there? I want a cool motorcycle. Oh my goodness, I can achieve the motorcycle one day. That's really encouraging. You have to do everything and have nowhere left to ride. Yeah, but I think Breath of the Wild is so comforting that like even once I finish every single thing, which I will finish single thing, I'll still want to like run around and do stuff because I like the world.
Yeah. There's like, I don't know. Breath of the Wild is a really special game. It's just so like at the very beginning of the pandemic, I completely replayed the whole game just because it was giving me the vicarious outsideness that I was missing. But the world in Breath of the Wild is just really, it's so good.
Amazing. I want to find all 900 Koroks. Yeah, agreed. You know what also is a really good game that makes you feel that kind of way is this game Firewatch.
Oh, I have heard of this, but I've never played it.
Yeah, I'm double checking if that's what it's called. Yeah, it's called Firewatch, and you're like one of those people that sits in like the towers. Like the towers that are in national parks that like look out for forest fires and like people doing illegal things basically. Oh yes, I love the little cut-ins. That's great.
I think I'm done with the sketch. I'm gonna start inking it.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, Firewatch was another one where I played it like one winter and I was very much like, oh wow, it really feels like I like went camping almost. Like it's really lovely and really nice.
That's really cool.
Is that the one with the secret N64 style game in it? I didn't find that. I don't know, but it is one of those like games that you can play and depending on how you I only played through it once, but I would love to play through it again because it is one like depending on the choices you make, the outcome will always be different.
Oh, cool.
So I would play it again. Some guy I was dating at the time bought it for me, and it was the best thing I got out of that. He was just like, "Oh wow, I really want to play it, and it's on your wish list." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't have $40. What are you gonna do?" And he was like, "I'll buy it." And I was like, "Cool, thanks."
Nice.
The secret N64 is only on the Switch version. I have to play it again.
Now you gotta spend $40 again to get it on a different platform.
No, what? No, I have it on. He bought it for me on the Switch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I might do that this year because it's like a cicada season and it's like a X summer or whatever that's called, and I'm so nervous to go camping and then wake up covered in cicadas.
Don't worry about it. Cicadas aren't that bad.
They're just so loud. They said it's like being next to a jet engine. That's crazy.
Why? That can't be true. I mean, the cicadas I've encountered haven't been that loud, but...
Well, that's the thing. It hasn't been like this for like 17 years. Camping in a building with closed windows and central air. Oh, I love that. That sounds great. I like camping. I think it's cold outside. I mean, I know it's cold outside because the heat just kicked in, but my cat is sleeping now behind the laptop, which is very warm, so I think that's what she's doing.
Yeah, it was like 70 degrees yesterday morning, and then like 35 degrees yesterday night.
Yeah.
And I made
Oh,
the mistake of dropping off both my blanket and my quilt at the cleaners yesterday afternoon, thinking, oh, it's going to be 70 degrees. It's totally fine to like launder this now because I
oh
don't really
no.
need a blanket tonight. And then I had no blanket. So I took several old curtains and I put them over my bed last night because I was very cold.
Oh, Ben.
Um, and curtains are not as warm as I was expecting them to be.
No, they are
So
not.
that's
A curtain is like kind of a blanket for windows,
yeah, but only kind of.
but only kind of. It's not a blanket for people.
Yeah, won't be doing that again.
Did you want to come hang out on my lap?
Yeah, my apartment building is 104 years old. It was built in 1917, so it's not amazingly well insulated.
Could be better.
Could be better.
I'm liking this.
Thanks. Me too. I'm having a lot of fun with this drawing.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
It's a very knotted old uh, club.
From a very old tree.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you all really enjoy this cat content.
She's just looking at the wall, huh?
She's doing her thing, you know? She just wants to. I don't know. I working from home is great, but it definitely gave my cat like separation anxiety.
Aw.
Jeez. Just don't walk on the keyboard. You can do anything else. Just don't walk on the keyboard.
There we go. That looks
When do y'all want to see us start drawing monsters?
good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about a monster idea I had today that I'm hoping to draw next week for
Yeah.
y'all.
When I get my new computer, I can also help, finally.
Yeah, when does your new computer come in?
Well, I'm getting the actual thing tomorrow,
Nice.
but I already have like a crappy monitor and keyboard that I've been using, and I'm just going to use that for now. And then I'm realizing now also I'm probably going to have to get a webcam.
Oh. Well, this one works pretty well that I got.
Yeah. I might do what Hans does and like use the old phone trick.
Mm.
Because that seems to work pretty well for him. If only we could draw together.
Yeah. I mean, we could.
Very true.
We would just need to figure out how. Chenza, I don't know if you remember this, but when we first met, I had a webcomic that was part of a senior project I had to do for my high school. Um, and it was real bad because I was real bad at drawing back then. But it was about a knight who was just a head with legs, with hands and feet. But he had a feather coming out of his helmet that looked like these. I don't know why I decided to draw these in that style.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, it was real bad. But the feathers looked good. I
Oh, that's
think they
good.
still do. Uh,
I'm sad that I don't remember this.
you're not missing much.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point. We've done collaborative drawings before. Barl's Wolf, where we've like been playing a role playing game, and we'll like all be adding to like a map, and it like you can download it as like a Photoshop file. We did it. We were playing The Quiet Year, so we were like all adding to our map for our little town.
Yeah, that was really fun.
That was really fun. I like the phrase facilitate Zoom whiteboard synergy. I feel like that's the like if 2020 had like a slogan, it's that because that's the worst. But very good.
Oh, that does sound interesting.
Companion's Tale.
I That sounds really cool. I love like takes on RPGs where you're not necessarily,
A hero.
yeah, a hero or a villain because that's also a lot of people play
You're just like
RPGs.
not a main character.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's fun.
Um,
Companion's Tale.
I can't remember who did this, but like a year or two ago, there's a popular like mini webcomic series that was only like 5 or 6 pages, but it was about orcs who are playing a game uh, where you play as like high school girls at the mall, like human high school girls at the mall. So it was like set in the world of D&D, but they're playing a game set in our world, which I thought was really a clever idea.
Oh, I love that. Wow. That's really fun. Yeah. Looking up Companion's Tale now. Barls, as you put it in the Discord. Oh, wow. Won the Indie Groundbreaker Award. Yeah, I like map making storytelling, I guess, is the genre. But I think it's fun. I really like world building. We talked a little bit about like Mouse Ritter last week, and I think that's like the one thing I like about mouse ritter is like, it's definitely the kind of worlds I want to build because they're teeny tiny and I like that. And I feel like I do that in my regular life where I'll hold up something like in the kitchen and be like, this would be a thing for a mouse. Like, this would be a shield.
Yeah. Did you ever read The Borrowers as a kid?
Yes. Actually, no, that's not true. I didn't read but I watched the crap out of the movie.
Oh, there was a movie.
There's a movie and it stars a bunch of people from Harry Potter because it's British. Um, but yeah, John Goodman is trying to kick the family out of the house because he's like a greedy capitalist man who's like, I'm going to turn it into condominiums, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
Of course. And Mr. Weasley is an exterminator trying to get rid of the borrowers. And Professor Slughorn is like the dad, and the mom is also famous, but I don't remember what she's from. But it's great.
I read those books so much as a child.
So good.
You know what
Oh,
else?
and
Go ahead.
Draco Malfoy is the little son.
Oh, wow.
Like baby Draco Malfoy, yeah. But yeah, it's so good. There's like one of the opening scenes is like the dad and Arietti and P going to get stuff from the kitchen, and the dad's he's just trying to get like a new battery for something, and he's got all these crazy contraptions that are so fun and like are so innovative, and I love it.
I love those like Wallace and Gromity type contraptions, like the
Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, they just look cool.
They look very cool. I know in my heart that they're not practical, but I like them a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Like there's like so many things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
But I like it.
I don't know. It's like just cool.
Flubber had a lot of that stuff in it too. Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Flubber is a great movie. I like sometimes want to rewatch stuff, but then I'm really worried it's going to be problematic.
Oof. Yeah.
You know?
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, I get very worried. I'm like, you know what? That would be a good thing to rewatch, but then like maybe not.
Does that work? Cool. Yeah, that does work.
I too have seen Friends. Yes, precisely.
Oof.
It's crazy to me that people still are like, but Friends is great. I'm like, really?
Is it though? Was it ever?
Is it? It's like pretty homophobic.
You know what show I was like, oh, I just want to watch a sitcom. Let me try and rewatch an older sitcom that I liked as a younger person. So I put on How I Met Your Mother, and whoo boy.
Oh boy, that does not hold up well.
No. And it's like, really, this is the show they're remaking?
Yeah, I was talking, Eldon and I were talking about that today, actually. Because I was saying that, like, as a kid, I, like, absolutely was obsessed with Lizzie McGuire. And I loved it so much. And I was really excited when they were like, we're going to do a reboot because, like, the original writer was like, it's going to be, like, raunchy. She's, like, 30 and living in Brooklyn. And I also absolutely loved Twitter being like, this is, like people were just speculating on how things were going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, silly, fun things being like, oh, Gordo's going to be, like, a Bernie bro who's still misogynistic and doesn't get it. I said Lizzie is going to be like a social vegan, but go home and eat McDonald's all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought How I Met Your Mother was going to be like the Lizzie McGuire reboot that we never got because Disney Plus was like, absolutely not. We are a family program, and you cannot do this. We're not HBO.
Yeah.
But that's why it never happened, because they were like, it's got to be adult, because she's an adult. And they were like, no.
Gotcha. Yeah. I've actually never seen the original Lizzie McGuire, so I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Well, I feel like but you are aware of the show, right?
I know that there was a TV show called Lizzie McGuire, but I
Oh,
don't
it's where
know.
Hilary Duff like got most of her fame from.
Gotcha.
And she's the one who's starring in the reboot of How I Met Your Father. My bad. I thought you were on the same page.
I knew that Hilary Duff was in the reboot, but I didn't know. I don't. I don't think I've ever seen anything with Hilary Duff in it.
You never seen her in anything?
I don't think so.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't have Disney Channel growing up, so
Yeah, I guess if you
I've
I
never
was
seen like
thinking,
Kim Possible or anything like that either.
yeah, I knew that, and I was trying to think of like what else she's been in that's like not Disney Channel, but I was like, yeah, I guess nothing, huh?
um, yeah.
She's on this show right now with Sutton Foster called Younger, where Sutton Foster convinces people that she's not 40, but she's actually 26 and starts off as like an intern. And Hilary Duff's like her coworker who at the time like is like 26, 27. And that's
I
been going
worked
on
on
for
that
a
show.
while. You did? Oh yeah, that's a Hilary Duff show.
Yeah, I did marketing for that show. We did the marketing for the first 2 seasons, but I've never seen it.
Oh.
But I had to make a bunch of like Instagrammy filters for that show.
Yeah. It's okay. It's like popcorn TV. I like to call it popcorn TV. It's like light and easy to digest and
That makes sense. That's important.
yeah. But yeah, she literally is the age, but Sutton Foster is like a divorced mom trying to get back out there and work on her career again.
Mm-hmm.
And no one ever questions that she's 27, which is cool, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. If someone told me they were an age, I would believe
I just
them.
believe them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just wild to me because nobody like ever fact checks her. I don't know. I did not watch the whole show, and it's been on for a really long time, so I don't really know. But I do remember watching like the first season, and there was like a couple of times where she just like kind of lied about what year she graduated. I'm like, didn't you have to submit like proof? Like, I've applied to jobs, and they're like, "What's your social security number?" So I think it's weird that no one can fact check this.
Wait, jobs have asked you to report your social security number?
Yeah, on a job application, I've been asked to put down my social security number.
Interesting.
That's not uncommon.
Hmm.
That's never happened to you?
Um,
I've
not
also never had a job in New York. Is that a difference?
maybe.
Because
I
they
don't
are
know.
the show takes place in New York. They're supposed to be like a New York publisher.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I just couldn't. I was like, I have to show you to show like so much proof of identification that it's weird that this never comes into focus. Um, you also had to submit your social security number, Charles
Mm.
Wolf.
Um, yeah, I think I've only
Yeah.
had to do that once when I applied for a job at a gym.
Yeah.
And then they were like, in the interview, they were like, yeah, you'll have to be clean shaven and put makeup over your tattoos. And I was like, I think I'm going to leave and not come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do it when I applied for Abercrombie. They made me put down my social security number. So I guess that's not that weird.
But that was like a big fancy office job.
Hmm. I don't know. It's normal to put it on like renters applications too, right?
Yeah.
My old landlord still has my number down for like who to contact for the apartment I used to rent from him because
Oh
I was like
boy.
renting his condo and somebody gave me a call recently and was like, how is he as a landlord? And I was like, And they're like, well, he owes us thousands of dollars and this is the number linked up to it. And I was like, what? Glad you have my social security number. Great.
Oof.
But I'm like, you just forgot to take my number off, right? It's fine. Also, what's he gonna do? Steal my debt? Nah.
I'm pretty happy with this club.
It's looking real good. Although I do feel like the feathers look a little bit like bug wings, which is also kind of fun.
What if I like just made them more like that?
Yes.
Um, that's a fair point. Yeah, they do look like bug wings.
What is this quote? Whoa, that was so deep. I love it. Ah.
I I just yeah, I'd look good with facial hair.
We should all be allowed to. I think the no facial hair thing is very weird.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if that was like I don't know. I I'm very suspicious of like the like professionalism body policing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't have locks, no facial hair, no visible tattoos,
Yeah.
like no cornrows, that kind of stuff. I'm
Hmm.
very suspicious of that kind of thing.
Yes, because what is it rooted in,
Yeah, classism and racism.
Ain't that just the way?
Ah, yeah, I guess
Wow. Wowee, look at this club.
so. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think now? It's kind of fun.
It's very fun. I will say,
Hmm.
I looked up and I was like, fried chicken wing, fried chicken just stick.
Fair enough.
But I'm also very pro that. I like the little notches and the feathers too. Does it need some sort of shading? Should you do a different? Do we have multiple shading opacities for anything else? I can't remember at the moment.
No, we're only dark, mid, and paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it though. Wanting to eat the equipment is a positive. That's what? Fair enough.
um. Yeah, I think I kind of feel like it needs another like this ribbon should come out to here, have like a second. I'm on the wrong color. Have like a second level over top, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Um,
Also, these have to be very visible because they're an inch big.
yeah, keep in mind it's gonna be like that big on paper.
Yeah. Should you put another kind of design in the triangles though? Like,
Uh,
should you put like a secondary line? Because when you zoomed out, it was like, oh, actually, I guess if you're doing that, it won't look so different. Because when you zoomed out, it's just like the triangles faded into the bark.
um, like that.
I don't know. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I can make it the dark and the paper color instead of the midtone and the paper color. That might be
Ah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah. There you go. Using the noodle.
sure everyone can see where I'm at.
Fried chicken sounds so good, though. Not to you, but to me. Ben's vegetarian.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Sweet Chick in Williamsburg?
No.
It's a fried chicken and waffles restaurant, but they have a vegan fried chicken, which is very, very good.
What is it made out of?
Like soy, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a house vegan fried chicken.
Shout out to my boyfriend sneezes. They're very loud. Yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of the like Beyond products, so I have to be very careful.
Got you. Well,
yeah.
I mean, they have regular chicken too.
Well, yeah, but like seitan is good. But yeah, I've eaten a couple of Beyond products. Like I had like a Beyond burger, an Impossible burger. I tried like the sausage, and every time I have an allergic reaction.
That's not good.
It's not, because I would love to be, environmentally conscious. Oof, wow.
Do you know what you're allergic to in them?
I have no idea. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, though. Soy and corn are big ones, and also almonds. So if there's any source of, like, nut something in there, it's probably that.
Gotcha.
But gluten is fine, so seitan is good to go.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Hans okay?
Oh, Hans is fine. This is just how he blows his nose. Also, he sneezes a lot if there's like a temperature change.
I just turned on the heater. I'm sorry.
Oh, so he just turned on the heat. There you go. It's okay. Can you don't lock me in here with this cat. She'll be all over the place. Yeah, the heat. Oh, the heat hasn't been on all day?
No.
Oh, that's why. I was so cold all day, and I was like, I guess it's just cold, or maybe it's the side effects of the vaccine. I don't know.
It's just been off because the past couple of days it was warm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Check your heater.
Check your heater. Incredible. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that we need the heat on again.
Yeah.
I was really loving this journey of Hans's nostrils. Sorry. He's a sneezy boy. There's nothing he can do about that.
Fair enough. I will say, coldness is absolutely a side effect of the COVID vaccine, because when I got mine, I was so cold. The coldest I've been in my adult life.
Coldest you've been till you slept with curtains on.
No, sleeping with curtains was not as cold as
the fever chills.
Yeah. But they were #worth it.
Yeah, I got my second dose of Pfizer yesterday, and I had to say, I feel fine. I slept in this morning. Like, I slept a lot later than I have been, but I've been pretty good. I don't know. Every time the paranoia in me is just like, well, you didn't get the real vaccine then, if you're fine.
Nah, you're good.
But also, I have been very diligent about taking care of myself, so maybe it's just fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I just got a real good immune system right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right? Being tired. I think my side effect was just being tired. I was just tired today, and that's it. So it's probably fine.
My roommate and I both got Johnson and Johnson, and we both had crazy bad insomnia. Um, yeah, we got that limited edition vaccine. uh, it's never happened before or since. You always go to bed too late.
And wake up too late.
Okay. I think I'm done with this club for now. I might come back to this before the game is released. But I'm pretty happy with this for the moment. So I'm going to take
Yeah,
a
looks
quick
great.
bathroom break, and I will be back in a minute or two.
Don't worry, folks. I'm here to entertain you. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's an honor to be fully vaccinated, though. Shout out to science. Super pumped. Ben and I can hang out now because we're both fully vaccinated, and that's great. Because we have not hung out in a very, very long time. So what are y'all playing right now? What is everyone excited about? I have been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, partly because we are all still stuck inside, and partly because I'm hyped on this game and I'm trying to get as much inspiration as possible while I very excitedly lay out the zine for us. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say Street Magic? Wow. That's very funny because the game that we were talking about before, where we're all tabaxis, that is what Hans plays. Hans plays like a street magician. Sorry, did you say Street Magic? That was great. Charles Wolf, you are so full of great map making RPGs. I love it. Yes, I love to wander at City. That's great. Reflecting your devices.
Oops. My iPad disconnected.
Yeah, we're seeing the behind the scenes.
I'm going to go to the banner mode for a sec while I reconnect.
Cool. BTS. Oh, I was having a conversation with a friend today about how every time I work in fashion as my primary job, and how every time I see BTS, like the band talked about, my mind immediately thinks like back to school. Because that's what I'm used to seeing at my job, and that is what I think. And they were saying they always think like behind the scenes.
Isn't that what BTS the band is stands for?
It's behind the scenes?
I think so.
Is it? I don't know.
Let's look it up.
Charles Wolf recommended another game called, I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic? Which is a very good name for a game. As you can tell, we're big fans of games that are a little, like a longer title, little phrase.
Apparently BTS stands for Bangtan Boys.
Well, there you go. There you have it, folks.
Yeah. Okay.
We know that this is the content that you wanted, so.
Yeah. Sorry if I am seeming a little bit sleepy today. I am. I am sleepy.
It's just I am sleepy.
But I will try to be more active. So I was thinking of doing a shield originally, but now I'm thinking about maybe, because we had so many technical difficulties and it's getting closer to the end of the stream. Maybe I'll do one of the other simpler items.
What's a simpler item?
Let's see. What about frying pan? That'd be fun.
Yeah. Are you gonna put a little egg on it?
Oh, you know I'd love eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if it looked like this? Not like, because like the frying pan emoji looks like this with the egg.
Oh yeah.
But what if we
Wow. I'm not utilizing the frying pan emoji enough? Clearly.
What if the drawing in this game was like this? Like sideways, but on like an angle, and then someone is like flipping a fried egg up.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it.
Let's see if I can find any good reference for that.
Should it be like when you go to like scoop out an omelet and it's kind of like coming off the top, like the tip? Oh my god, what if you're flipping a pancake like the Goofy movie? That's a good one.
Let me look that up.
I will say pancakes is definitely something I love to make when I go camping. I like to get like the Kodiak cakes because you just need to add water, and then it's a great. I like filling meals when I camp. Also, we eat a lot of breakfast food when we camp. I feel like.
Yeah, I do that
They're
too.
generally, yeah.
I cannot find reference for this, but I will say in the top 10 image results when you Google flipping pancake a Goofy movie is a picture of Goofy in a suit, but his hair is the pride flag, and it says liberal ideology, 9/11, and Oedipus as subconscious influences. And it's like, I think
Wait,
I'm not
why?
going to read that article.
Why?
I don't know.
Yuck. Why would they do that to good old Goof?
Good old Goof.
Good old Goof.
Yeah, the Deldon and Cenza love the Goofy movie.
I don't know if you could put Deldon in there with me, but I have recreated the Powerline costume from a Goofy movie, the pop star in a Goofy movie. It's actually not hanging in the closet. It's in our bin of costumes because we have a costume bin because we're those people. But it's really, I made it over like a month. Oh no, Deldon does also love a Goofy movie. I mean, that's fair. It's great. It slaps. Yeah, both Hans and I have worn it to a Halloween, but it's one of the best things I've ever made, and it also is like one of the reasons I was like, I need to get into sewing more and and have a sewing machine. Because it took me a really long time, and I'm thinking back to it, I was like, wow, if I had a sewing machine, this would have taken me like a day, and it took me a month.
Oh boy.
Yes, that is a great sketch of flipping an egg in a frying pan.
Thanks.
Goofy movie is just so good, and Powerline is so good.
Powerline is really cool.
I know. I also have a Powerline, like, fake concert t-shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's Tevin Campbell. How are you going to go wrong, you know?
Sorry, what did you just say?
Tevin Campbell is the person who plays Powerline.
Oh, gotcha.
And the extremely goofy movie, like the sequel, it's all about like the X Games, and I love that too.
Yes. I saw that movie a long time before I saw a Goofy movie.
I mean, you don't really need to watch one for the other.
Yeah. But my old roommate Phil, Chenza's old roommate
Phil.
Morgan, and I
Yeah.
once did a night where, for whatever reason, we decided we were going to watch 3 rollerblading movies in one night.
Yes.
And
Amazing.
and a very goofy movie was one of the movies we watched. It was
That's
fun.
great.
I liked it.
I am currently in the market for new rollerblades because I bought some thrift. I thrifted some
Hmm.
and I was using them the other day and I skated to the skate park. And then when I was coming home, the laces got tangled up in the wheels of my rollerblades and I just like ate face
Ouch.
in front of a bunch of teens
Oof,
who were like,
no.
"Ooh,"
That's the worst.
and it was so embarrassing.
Yeah, and then you know the teens are judging you too.
You know the teens because I also like I tried to go home a different way because I was like, oh, the road is like really like cracked and it'll be hard to skate down it. And I went to go like take back roads home, and it was also like there was a huge pothole, and I also ate face in the pothole. It
Ouch.
was a rough day for me, but I did it in front of like this little kid, and she just like gave me a thumbs up, and she was like, "Be careful." I was like,
Aw.
"Oh, sweet child." But the teens were like, "Damn, so embarrassing."
Sorry,
Is
bud.
this a tiny frying pan because the egg is really big, or is it a really big egg?
No,
Either answer
I resized the frying
acceptable.
pan, but I had forgotten to resize the egg.
I don't know. It could be like a really big monster egg.
Like
Yes,
a
exactly. Ostrich eggs only. Goofy Movie Tabletop RPG Connection. One of the players in the Kingdom Hearts style interstitial. Wow. I mean, you can curse in the chat. We don't care. Do we care?
I
I
don't
don't care.
care. I mean, I've cursed. I was watching a Polygon video earlier, and she cursed in it, and I was like, "Oh, you can curse in reporting, in serious reporting."
That's very funny.
Yeah. There's a new Polygon video about smear animations in video games.
About what?
About smear animations in video games. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, is when you have like a video, an animated video, and instead of drawing every single frame of like a movement, you draw a bunch of that moving object in one frame, or like a stretched out version of that moving object, so that you can show movement much faster. And it just, yeah, it gives you the ability to have much snappier, fluid animations.
That's cool. That's cool that they had like a video about that.
Yeah. Uh,
Is that something I don't really watch a lot of video game reporting, but as something it doesn't feel like something I would normally see reporting on.
yeah, Polygon, feel like they do a lot of like unusual reporting. This same woman, and I'm sorry, I really don't know the names of any of the Polygon reporters, but this same woman did a video.
Unusual or inclusive?
Unusual, yeah. This same woman did a
Okay.
video like 6 months ago for Polygon about like architecture in like brutalist architecture in video games, which I also
like
found
that.
very interesting.
Yeah. Wow. That's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, I hiccuped. Maker of I'm sorry, did you say Street Mario appears to be in the Discord? Did they know? I'm gonna check the Discord right now. Live on stream.
A little bit of the egg breaking off here.
Neato. Wow, I'm loving this. It's so fun.
Thanks. What do you think? Like, what should I add to this?
Is like one of those pot holder things like too much?
Oh, you mean like the kind that wraps around the handle, or like
Yeah.
the mitten?
Yeah, like the kind that kind of wraps around like the thinner part of the handle. Just like a little grip, so you can get some sort of like cool texture in there.
Yeah.
Or some pattern.
Definitely. I'm trying to think of what. I'm just gonna look up a picture of this.
It's also chopped up veggies around the egg.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
So yeah, saute just like a frying pan sauteing up a little tasty meal.
Mm-hmm.
Cue the cooking sounds in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. What if there's like, I love to draw me a mushroom. What if there's like a bit of a mushroom?
Just some veggies. Making a little stir fry. I love the idea of somebody like flipping up an egg and then like whacking an enemy and then catching the egg when they're done.
That is some style points if I have ever heard of them.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'll draw a third mushroom that's still stuck to the pot down here.
Mushroom. I would love a mushroom omelet. That sounds great. A little Swiss cheese.
That sounds so good.
I know, right?
I just bought new mushrooms, a new box of mushrooms today, so I can make mushrooms with my eggs in the morning.
Wow, living the dream. Truly. We have to go grocery shopping really badly. I think we're going to go tomorrow since I'm also off tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I really prepared and I was like, okay, vaccine's coming Wednesday. We're going to take Thursday and Friday off to recuperate. And I'm like, fine.
Well, better safe than sorry.
It was overdue. I haven't taken a day off in 2 months, so.
You deserve time off. Take care of yourself, bud.
Yeah, everyone deserves time off.
This hot pad handle thing was a great idea.
Yeah, it looks cute. It's great. I love that it's quilted.
Yeah. Aren't they always
Also,
quilted?
I like the idea that this is like I don't, probably, yeah. I like the idea that it's like a hot frying pan too.
Yeah, why not?
Extra points for the burn marks. I'm so excited to see what everyone comes up with, like when they play this game.
Oh, yes.
I'm
me
super
too.
stoked to see what everyone decides to make their own items. Because also I love improvised items. I think that's very fun.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's good to me.
Heck yeah, I love it.
Maybe I'll just draw a little bit more, like, egg break.
Egg.
Nah, I liked it better before. Okay. What's that sound?
That would be our dryer.
Oh. um, so
Sounds like a spaceship.
I'm thinking of making the pan black. Or more specifically, the dark value that we have. Um, and then anything on it would be light. Which I'm excited about. Everything we have right now is either light in color or mid-tone in color. We don't have anything that's dark value.
Yeah, I like that. And then the line work will be just like at the negative.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks. Oh, I want eggs now.
Me too. I was like, I'm kind of hungry. What have we done? That dryer has some. Oh man, I love that. Because Delvin and I have both been talking about how we've been listening to like chill Breath of the Wild background music to draw to. I would love a Chill Beats to Draw to remix of just like the sounds of my house, which I would not appreciate until you put it on YouTube. That's who I am as a person. It'd just be like my cat snoring in the dryer and then like rain.
And the like girl like studying at the window would be you at your desk with that window out to the parking lot behind you.
Yeah. That's fun. Should that be a new like draw challenge for artists? Is like draw yourself as like the lo-fi girl?
Yes, 100% yes.
Should we start that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would do it.
Oh, Hans just said people are doing that currently on TikTok.
Oh, that's cool.
How did we? Do we all have one internet hive mind? Like, nothing. This is what we're talking about, y'all. Like, everything is a rip off of everything. No one has original ideas anymore, even if you unknowingly make them. I like that. I will join in on the TikTok trend, even though I haven't posted anything to TikTok in a really long time. Whoops.
Yeah. I have not posted to TikTok since this Kickstarter was being funded.
Me too.
I have been going through a very challenging firing process at my job because they closed their New York office for a long time, so I didn't have free time to draw. And
Yeah.
then I haven't because I took a week
It's
off.
like life stuff.
Yeah. I
Also,
should post soon.
yeah. Also, I feel like sometimes posting to social media as an artist gets really overwhelming.
It definitely can. Especially because all of the social medias want you to post every single day. Like
Every
multiple
day, which
times a
is,
day.
yeah, which is so unrealistic, I feel like,
Yeah.
to just be creating that much content. And then also it's like weird because I don't know, I feel weird about like quote unquote content creation.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it makes it like kind of really reduces what everyone does down to
Mm-hmm.
like this really simple concept. And it's like kind of a bummer, you know?
Yeah.
And I know there are people who are like, but anything's content. Take a picture of your setup. That's content. Like blah blah blah. And it's just like, ugh, it's just exhausting to feel the need to like share everything just to stay relevant. Anyway, that was my 2-second rant. My bad, guys.
Yeah, sorry if we're
Sorry, that was a
getting
downer.
negative.
Anyway, we love to stream. It's been really it's fun times.
It really has been.
Yeah, this is a lot nicer, I feel like.
Yeah.
I could share memes, but I don't know. I don't want to be a meme sharing page. Also, with my meme, I like think really specific memes are like not that funny a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But also, all I would want to share is really specific memes. So, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You're gonna draw an egg in a frying pan. That's what you're gonna do. It's gonna be great.
Thanks.
Wow, yeah, loving this. Look at that little mushroom. A little piece of mushroom.
Yeah.
Guys, don't have a nose ring during allergy season because it will just so much turning. Also, I have 2 nose rings that are next to each other, and sometimes they get intertwined, and it's a time. It's not painful. It's just frustrating. I have to separate them constantly.
Yeah, that sounds very annoying. Sorry, but
I did this to myself.
it's true. At least you look cute.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I know people are like, why do you have 2 nose rings? And I'm like, because girls come up to me on the street and they say, I like your 2 nose rings. And I'm like, that's why I do it. The validation I'm seeking.
I feel that. Validation is nice.
It is. Wow.
Wow.
I just love this little egg. And I'm legit getting hungry.
I had a thought, but then it escaped me.
No thoughts, head empty. Was your thought?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what was your thought about?
I was gonna say something about reworking the frying pan later, I think, but I can't remember exactly what I said. what I was
No.
gonna say. Probably just that uh, this frying pan is probably going to change a fair amount before final game release.
But it's cute.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a little heavy looking though.
Yeah.
But I mean, a frying pan is heavy.
That's true. I think that I like the dark aesthetic.
Hmm.
But I think I might tone it down. So still have it be dark, but just have a lot more highlights in it to differentiate space. Because right now I feel like it's a little hard to see the difference between the outer side of the frying pan and the inner side of the frying pan.
Yeah, when you zoom out, I think it might be a little challenging.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
okay.
I'll fix that later on. These streams are, for the most part, just getting stuff started.
You just gotta trust the process.
Yeah. That's like one thing nice about I don't know, working digitally is I feel like more so than traditionally, if you're like, this isn't working out, you can just leave the file in Procreate for a day and then come back later and be like, oh, I know exactly what I need to fix here.
Yeah. I totally get that. I feel like traditionally you're a little more, your hands are tied a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what you want to change is something you could very easily warp and then redraw.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not always possible traditionally.
True. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll do something like this.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I kind of like that. But
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Or maybe it'll be dark on the inside of the pan, but bright on the outside. So like this.
Oh, that looks good.
It was very rough, but just to show you what I mean.
Would you keep it paper color, or would you go in with the halftone?
I don't know. I'd probably try both and just see.
Feel the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes you are mapping out the water temple and you run out of paper. That is a very good point. And then you're like, what do I do? And you ask the two of us, and we say, just tape more paper, which is terrible advice. Terrible advice, and would be much easier if you could just adjust your canvas.
Yeah, I'll fix that part in the future.
But yeah, you can't. I mean, I guess in Procreate you could have a file so big that you run out of layers, but
yeah, that happened to me when I was doing the drawings for our Monster Hearts game.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of portraits for all of the other characters, because Monster Hearts side characters are an inherent part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had so many that I was like, I'll just do portraits so we can remember which one is which. And Procreate was like, too many layers.
which is great. And Ben turned one of our players into a meme, and that was the best thing ever.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good game.
It was a good game. Shout out to our friend Indy, who was our gossip master.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun title. Monster Hearts is fun.
Yeah, I highly recommend Monster Hearts to other RPG fans. I don't know, it was just really fun.
Look at this great little frying pan. You can just like whack some enemies with. Oh yes, I'm sorry. You're right, Delden. Delden corrected us to gossip ghouls because that's what our show was called.
Yeah, that's what we called our game.
Gossip ghouls. Very good.
Yeah, this frying pan definitely needs some work. Some walk, if you will.
Wow.
Boo. I'm booing myself.
It's
It's
always good to self-reflect, folks.
a terrible joke. Yeah, I don't know. It's this drawing's not finished, but I'll fix it before the
That's
game
okay.
gets released.
Well, you only have till November, so
Well, we need to print it before then.
yeah, I know.
Thanks for hanging out with me, Cenza, and thanks to everyone who joined us tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks, Deldon, for hanging in the chat. Yeah, we'll be back next Thursday, and I think next Thursday we're going to do a monster.
Exciting.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.